Hey BG crew, I have a huge announcement for you guys. Yes, it's official. The No Days Off training cycle has come to an end as of yesterday, which was day 245, which was a shoulder day, marks the last day of the No Days Off training cycle. It is currently Sunday, April 21st, 2024, and I have not trained, nor do I plan on training today at all. So yes, today is my first official rest day in the last 245 days, and it is a bittersweet moment. It's even more bittersweet as I sit and talk to you guys down in the gym. Usually when I come down here, it's either go time or I'm either talking with you guys before or after a lift. So being down here and not lifting or not training is rather interesting, but I'm holding myself back and trying to stay true to the day today, as it's a bittersweet day, as it's kind of a day of reflection of the last 245 days, but it's also a day to kind of look into the future and see what's next, because I do have a pretty cool and awesome training split and or idea that I'm going to put together for my next training cycle, which you guys will see really soon, and I'll talk just a little bit about. But before I do that, let's kind of reflect on the last 245 days. Again, No Days Off has been absolutely amazing. To be honest, I really had no bad days. Yes, of course, we feel different every single day, but mentally and physically, there wasn't a day that I ever felt like not wanting to train. There was never a day that I was, too beat up to train and kind of looking at myself like, wow, I'm really overdoing it. I was never in an overtraining state. Just really kept things as smart as possible, but truly what really kept things going is the love and passion to do this. Really, I think that, again, if you have that internal part of you, that love and passion to do this, I think anything's possible. And I proved that to myself over the last 245 days. I was able to push myself every single day. Absolutely loving to do this, loving to train, and every single day was a great day that I got to do this, that I get to do this, as we say. And so it's absolutely amazing as I reflect on the last 245 days. I am just so grateful to have that opportunity. As I talk to you guys a lot about, living in the moment, learning from experience, trying new things, challenging yourself in different ways, this No Days Off was something that I set up for myself and only me to push myself in a new way, and it's been just absolutely amazing. I do want to make sure that all of you understand that I'm not stopping the No Days Off because of some injury or because I feel a certain way. Literally, this was not planned. Day 245 was not some number I picked out a while ago. Literally woke up this morning and decided to shift gears and try something different. And so I'm taking a rest day to rest and to reflect, but also to prepare for the future, because I have some pretty awesome stuff coming. My next training cycle is going to be really awesome, and excited to really put it all together. No, the Blood and Guts 2.0 channel is not going anywhere. The philosophies, everything we've talked about when we talk about the love and passion and bringing back that old school hardcore way of training back, will always remain at the heart of this channel. So none of that's changing. And a lot of the last 245 days, all the training you've seen in the last 245 days, you're still going to see a lot of that training incorporated into this new training cycle. But things are going to change just a little bit, okay? And again, like I said, no, I'm not going into CrossFit. I'm not going to become an arm wrestler. I'm not training for any specific powerlifting meet, but I am going to put a more focus on a strength-based routine. So I'm going to take everything that I've learned over the last 245 days, plus everything that I've learned over the last 28 years of training, and I'm going to kind of morph and create this really unique creative training style, which really focuses on strength. So one of the changes you're definitely going to see is that you're going to see a much higher intensity and much lower volume in the workouts. So I'm really going to push myself with max effort lifts, keeping my rep range much lower and focusing on strength. I definitely want to look at my bench, my squat, my deadlift, and really focus on those and see what I can do in those. Not because I'm trying to break some record or compete in some powerlifting meet. I just want to see what the strength that I can put together and do and make progress. I want to see the progress in strength through this training cycle. So again, I'm going to utilize some different methods, Definitely going to utilize some Westside barbell methods, the Condradit method, some different powerlifting methods, some different power building methods, along with all the stuff that I've been using throughout the last 245 days. And I'm going to mix it all into this awesome training, this training split, this training cycle, and see what I can do and have some fun doing it. Yes, there will be rest days. So you're going to see lower volume, higher intensity, and you are going to have, I am going to have some rest days. Again, as I push the higher intensity, heavier weight, my central nervous system's really going to be pushing itself. Although through the 245 days and no days off, there were heavy days, but I utilized higher volume and lighter weight to help those days and help me recover. I'm not going to have that ability so much during this next training cycle. So with a lot of heavier weight and pushing different days, max effort days, more frequently, I'm definitely going to need to utilize some rest so that my central nervous system can stay as healthy as possible and fire when it needs to. So I'm creating a nice training cycle. I have no clue how long it's going to be. It's definitely going to be a macro meso cycle. It's not going to be a short-term training cycle, and I'm going to create a really awesome routine in that. So definitely stay tuned for that. I think you guys are really going to like it. Obviously, we are going to keep the philosophies of the hardcore old school way alive, both when we talk about the love and passion, but also when we talk about the old school way of free weights, plates, barbells, and dumbbells. All that will remain the same. So again, we're going to keep the philosophies. The channel's going to stay the same. I'm not going to some commercial gym or some different place. You will see me down here in the dungeon getting after it and smashing it. But I'm really interested and looking forward to this new adventure, this new journey that I'm going to push myself in. I have no specific, as you know, goals are limitations, so I'm not going to talk about goals. I'm not going to talk about how much I want to bench or deadlift or squat. I'm not going to tell you how much I want to shoulder press. I'm not going to tell any of that because I don't have any idea. I just want to see progress being made, and I want to start working on some of my strength. And the combination that I'm morphing together is, again, the 245 days in which I built some amazing work capacity and muscle endurance and really conditioning. When we talk about weight training conditioning, I just have built, that has just improved immensely. And now I'm going to take that, what I've gained from that, and I'm going to morph it with the strength side of things. So I'm going to take my conditioning and I'm going to take my work capacity and muscle endurance that I've built over the last 245 days, and I'm going to incorporate into this strength routine and see, again, what I'm able to do and what I'm capable of doing and challenge myself and push myself in many different ways. So there it is. So again, no days off. Has come to an end. It's time to start a new training cycle. I don't no clue what I'm going to call it yet. I have been writing down some thoughts and ideas. I do a lot of writing when it comes to my training, so I want to be able to kind of figure this all out. But I do have obviously a foundation and years of experience of creating programs for myself. So again, it's really going to be interesting to see what this one looks like once I put it all together. So stay tuned for that. But I don't even know what I'm going to call the no days off. That was easy. I have no clue what I'm going to call this, but it's definitely going to be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. So stay tuned for that. And then just another quick announcement: the shirts are still in process. I have not forgot about that. That still remains the same, and I think it's pretty cool to kind of celebrate the end of no days off with this shirt that I can have for all of you, including myself, as a sense of reflection on everything we've done over the last 245 days. So with that, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, I think. I'm just kidding. I'm definitely going to enjoy the rest of my rest day. We had a basketball tournament this weekend, so did some traveling for that. And so my daughter, played in a tournament. So been busy, but either way, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day and just reflect and prepare for the future. So I hope you all stay tuned. Because it's going to be an awesome one. And I'd like to kind of, again, as we did through the 245 days throughout this next training cycle, really, again, sharing ideas and tips and thoughts and different things like that. And, maybe we can continue to learn from each other as I shift now to maybe into areas that people have been interested in wanting to learn more about, or kind of see my training for specific areas when we talk about kind of strength and we talk about the three main lifts, the bench, the squat, the deadlift. So I think it'll be really cool to kind of shake things up a little bit. With that being said, again, remember the old school training, free weights, barbells, dumbbells, and plates. That will always remain. The love and passion will always remain. And again, you're going to see a lot of that throughout this next training cycle either way. So stay tuned for that. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up, and we'll see you guys for the start of the next training cycle.